Hey, hello. Anya, parenting coach here, conscious parenting coach. How are you? Thought I'd create some ambiance today, light some candles. Well, it's just really me here, but even in my home, it's just me here for today, for now, for this moment. So something that comes up for many of us, I know it was a concern of mine as my children grow up and gain more independence, about how do we remain connected to them, right? So some of our children do a lot of talking and a lot of sharing. And some of us have children that don't really speak, don't really bother think about sharing. And as mamas, we're like, oh, I just wish you would talk to me. I have so much I want to know. And as they get older, that gap obviously gets a little bigger, a little broader. So, and especially something I do remember when my kids first got cell phones was the disconnect of me even knowing who phoned, who they're talking to, right? Who are you talking to? Well, why are you on the phone? You know, and also when I grew up in England, every phone call had a cost to it. So even with that, everybody was aware of who your friends were and who you were talking to and who you spent your time with. And as you grow up in a bigger world, that is not always happening for us, right? That's not always so convenient. So having definitely experienced having one child who is a big talker and likes to share a lot, or she did when she was younger, and one who not really, still doesn't particularly think to share stuff. Occasionally it will come up, right? And if you're like me, you're trying to be all cool and collected and you just want to say, please tell me about your day. Tell me what you did. Tell me who you spoke to. Tell me what made it fun. Tell me what you didn't like, what you like, all of the rest, right? So we have all of that going on and still no results. So, and a lot of our experts out there are saying, talk to your children. That's how you stay connected. Keep talking. But we have to be careful with that because talking can often be us talking at them or else us giving them this inquisition of, what did you do? How did you do? What about this? How about that? Right? And neither one of those, talking at or on a sort of interview basis, I think really engages our children and really makes them want to open up and talk to you, right? So we have to just be really careful that we're not talking at them, right? We can share things and talk about our stuff and see how that goes and what the reaction is. Kind of like here, right? When you're talking to a teen, when I'm on Facebook Live and I'm by myself, I'm just talking to myself. It feels like, well, that's the same when you have a teen sitting at the table with you and no eye contact and no words and no kind of reaction or smile or right? It's good practice, actually. Good practice. So here's a few things that you can do. And one that immediately is a big, big thing is to be present. So even though we're not getting reaction, even though we're not getting information, even though we're not getting maybe what it is we would like, be present. Even sitting silently together is still showing up for them, right? Even being really present with them in their world, right? Sometimes maybe there's something your child really enjoys and you don't really care for. And maybe sometimes you can join them in their world. You know, if the video game thing, I don't find that interesting, but maybe you could just sit and watch them, ask them a question about it, you know, and pay attention, be there, right? We ask a question and then it could spark something and halfway through you're like, boy, so you could tell me quickly, right? So we have to really work on what it is we want. What's our big goal in staying connected here? Another one is to invite them to join in your world, right? So maybe there's something that you guys could figure out to do together. Maybe it's even just walking the dog. Maybe it's, I don't know, I'd say going to a movie, but that doesn't work. Nobody wants to go to a movie with me, child-wise. That feels mighty embarrassing, right? But see where there's parts in your world that you can have them come and join you in. Another big way to stay connected that is so important is touch, right? When they're little and they climb in our lap, or when they're, nearby and you're helping them with a sweater or so, you've got that connection, and that hug can kind of happen naturally. But as they get bigger, it's not as natural. They don't necessarily come and sit with you. They don't necessarily come and give you a big hug, even if you would like that. So as they get older, respecting their space for that, but being able to sort of say, hey, touch the shoulder, maybe a little rub on the back. Maybe it's a hug. Maybe they'll be open to that. Some people are joining me here. Feel free to say hi or place your comments or questions below. And another one is in staying connected. For many of us in this rushing, busy world, we've lost the contact of just saying hello, how are you, goodbye, good night, good morning, right? And making sure that there's still that connection. That's just part of, in our family, that's just part of what we do. But you have to sort of push it sometimes. So it's quite quick, we don't, right? And making that connection, shouting up to them, going up to them, doing that extra bit to stay connected. And this other one, the last point I'll leave you with, right? So we've got you joining them in their world, see if they join you in yours, touch, and the importance of connection, of saying hello, goodbye. And the last one here would be to keep showing up. Just keep showing up. They're going to say we're annoying. They're going to say we're weird. They're going to, not necessarily respond. But they are really sensing and feeling that they matter to you, and that their opinion matters, and that their respect matters, and that they're part of the family, right? And for a long time there, I would think, thank goodness I have a dog who gives me this unconditional love and is happy to see me and joyful when I feed him or take him outside, right? Because that's hard to get from them, and they're growing up and they're making their own, way, and their own way of being out in the world. So, keep looking them in the eyes as much as you can, being connected in those manners. My team spent a lot of time in the bedroom, door closed, totally like, please do not bother me. So I'd got there, knock, oh, are you thirsty? Oh, how was your day? And I could get frustrated with that and think, for goodness sake, come and talk to me. But they're not. There lots of different changes are going on for them. So I, make myself a bit of a nuisance there, and a lot of humor. Thank goodness for humor. Thank goodness for being able to joke things around. You get a little smirk, perhaps a little humor. Sometimes it feels great when they just say you're weird. Quite like that. Feel like they're connected. Okay, so I'll leave you with that. Please feel free to comment later on and write something, and I'm happy to help you out there. I have a beautiful conscious parenting circle to welcome you into. And if you'd like some coaching help, some parenting help for your particular situation, please reach out, contact me, go on over to my website, parentingsuccess.com, and set an appointment. Let's get together and chat. It's hard to do it alone. That's why we need our tribe. That's why we need the village. It takes a village, and I'd love to be part of yours. Take care.